At this downtown Toronto mosque, hundreds of worshippers walk through the doors daily to pray. And Ramadan is an especially important time to celebrate community.
We're serving iftar on a daily basis. This is around 300 meals or so on a daily basis. We also have our evening prayers and our night prayers as well.
It's good to see this. I've actually been longing for this Ramadan.
But recognizing Ramadan and participating in the 30-day fast is also a reminder of the dire conditions in Gaza as the war continues and aid being delivered to the region remains limited.
Every night we are making prayers for our brothers and sisters in Gaza as well. And things are difficult and they do weigh heavily on the community. Different community members are finding different ways to express themselves.
There's also a sentiment that in addition to charity, Ramadan has taken on another meaning, especially for those who have loved ones in Gaza.
You see a lot of people who are suffering right now in general across the world, right? Ramadan brings everybody together where you are literally praying for the better for everybody.
If you see everything on the news, you'll believe that there's so much chaos.
Worshippers here are not alone in their grief. A team of Muslim therapists in Toronto are hearing similar feelings from their clients.
There's a huge increase in anxiety and in the experience of fatigue expected to show up in the workplace and compartmentalize those parts of ourselves. We're now carrying a lot of grief as we break our fast, knowing our Muslim brothers and sisters in the global community, our siblings around the world, don't have access because of starvation or because of wars.
Meanwhile, the National Council of Canadian Muslims says it's written an open letter supported by several hundred mosques and community members to politicians who want to be a part of Ramadan.
Unless our elected officials at all levels are willing to condemn the mass violence, unless they are willing to endorse all of these points that we've listed in our open joint letter, we will not recommend platforming or allowing any elected official to speak at any of these venues during Ramadan.
Shafni Nalir says the Toronto Islamic Centre welcomes people who want to use the space as a platform for discussions, healing, and workshops. The centre is hosting a large meal that people of all faiths are welcome to attend later in March, a reminder of the importance of coming together.
It's also one of those times where people, they come to the mosque and say, I haven't seen you since last Ramadan almost. Definitely a feeling of more, there's a higher sense of worship, a higher sense of connection, not just with God, but with the community.
Talia, Ricci, CBC News, Toronto.